You don't have a clutter problem. You have a just-in-case problem. A someday drawer. A maybe I'll need it again box. And it's making your home and your mind feel heavier than it needs to be. Let me ask you something. How many things in your house are there just because they used to be useful, not used to be? This video isn't about becoming a minimalist or throwing everything out. It's about clearing out the stuff that no longer serves who you are now. Because your home should be a reflection of your present, not a museum of your past. I'll show you 25 things you can let go of, without guilt, without hesitation, and I promise, you won't miss a single one. We're not just making space on shelves, we're making space in your mind, your energy, your life. And if you feel overwhelmed even thinking about it, good. That means this is exactly where you need to start. Tiny steps, big relief. By the end of this list, you'll feel lighter. And your space will too. Let's dive in. Here's what most people get wrong about decluttering. They think it's about throwing things away. But it's not about the trash. It's about the truth. The truth is, every object in your home has a cost. Not just money, but attention, space, and mental weight. And the things you don't use, they're still costing you every single day. You don't notice it until it builds up. Then suddenly you're overwhelmed by your own home. You're spending more time managing things than enjoying your life. Decluttering isn't punishment, it's permission. Permission to say, I'm not that person anymore. I don't need this to feel valuable. I choose space over stuff. This mindset shift changes everything. Because when you let go of what no longer serves you, you're not just clearing shelves. You're clearing expectations, guilt, old roles, and a whole lot of invisible pressure. You're allowed to outgrow things. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to say, this no longer fits who I am. And the best part, you don't need to do it all today. Start small, one drawer, one item. Build trust with yourself. Every single thing you release is a win. This isn't about being perfect. It's about feeling free. 1. That old smoothie blender you swore you'd use daily. It looked so promising in the commercial. You imagine starting every morning with a kale spinach mango power blend. But here's the truth. It's been years, and it's just taking up space. You made smoothies for 1 week, maybe 2, and now it's an appliance of good intentions. Let it go. You're not failing. You're just making room for what you actually use. 2. The stack of mismatched plastic containers with no lids. Every kitchen has a Bermuda Triangle where Tupperware lids vanish. At some point, you're left with bowls and tops that don't match and never will. It's not organising. It's hiding a mess. Reclaim that drawer and only keep what you actually reach for. 3. Jello moulds, cookie cutters, and novelty ice trays. They felt festive, cute, Pinterest-worthy. Maybe you used them once for a birthday party or a themed dinner. But now they're crammed into a drawer, waiting for a theme you'll never host again. If they're not part of your current lifestyle, they're just clutter in disguise. 4. Take-out menus from restaurants you no longer order from. Outdated phone numbers, faded coupons, random greasy corners, none of it is helping you. We live in a digital world now. Toss the paper pile. Your phone already knows where to get dinner. 5. Duplicate utensils and dull knives. Do you really need 5 spatulas? Or 3 ice cream scoops? Keep the tools you love and actually use. The rest? They're stealing drawer space and mental energy. 6. Gifts you kept out of guilt, not joy. We've all done it. Held on to something just because it was a gift. But if every time you look at it you feel guilt or obligation instead of happiness, it's not honouring the gift giver or yourself. The joy was in the moment it was given, not in storing it forever. You're allowed to let it go, without guilt. 7. Souvenirs that have turned into dust collectors. That tiny Eiffel Tower keychain from your college trip. The Vegas shot glass from your cousin's bachelorette. Fun memories, but they're not serving you now. Souvenirs can be special, but when they pile up, they become scenery you no longer see. Choose 1 or 2 that really mean something. Let the rest become a memory, not a shelf filler. 8. Handmade crafts from your creative phase. Maybe you were into wreath making, scrapbooking, or homemade candles. At the time, it brought joy. But if that joy is long gone and the items are just collecting dust, it's okay to move on. You're not erasing the creativity, you're making space for what inspires you today. 9. Cards and letters from people no longer in your life. Some notes are worth keeping forever. Others? They're tied to people or moments that no longer hold meaning. You're not erasing the past by letting go of a birthday card from someone you haven't spoken to in years. Keep the truly special ones. Recycle the rest with love. 10. Sentimental items from a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it's an old uniform, a hobby you no longer enjoy, or photos from a time you've outgrown. These items carry identity, but they can also keep you stuck. You can honour who you were without holding on to the physical reminders. Let your space reflect who you are now, not who you used to be. 11. Cords and chargers you can't identify. We all have that dreaded cord box. A tangle of wires, plugs and adapters from devices we don't even own anymore. The plan was to organise it someday, but someday never came. If you don't know what it belongs to, it doesn't belong in your house. Recycle it. You'll never miss it. 12. Old phones, cameras and iPods. Remember that old phone from 2012 you swore you'd wipe and donate? Or the camera you haven't touched since your phone started taking better pictures? You're not alone. These items often carry nostalgia, but they're also just e-waste if they're dead or unused. If they still work, donate them. If not, recycle. Keep the memory, not the device. 13. Blank DVDs, CDs and floppy disks. Unless you're running a 2003 time capsule, there's no reason to hang on to these. You probably don't even own a disk drive anymore. And those unlabeled ones? Let's be honest, you're never going to check what's on them. Say goodbye and free up that drawer. 14. Instruction manuals for things you no longer own, or never needed one for. Almost every manual is available online now. And if you haven't looked at it in years, you're not going to. Recycle them and gain instant space in that overstuffed drawer. 15. Stacks of business cards you never followed up on. You saved them thinking, I might need this contact, but if it's been over a year, you probably already connected digitally, or never will. A drawer full of outdated business cards isn't networking. It's clutter. Let them go and free your mind of the what-ifs. 16. Pantyhose, high heels, or stiff formal wear you never wear. Be honest. When was the last time you wore pantyhose that didn't roll down or snag? Or shoes that looked amazing but made you walk like a baby deer? Your closet shouldn't feel like a costume department. Keep one dressy outfit that makes you feel good. The rest? They're just painful reminders of outdated expectations. 17. Trendy pieces that looked amazing on someone else. We've all fallen for it. A mannequin, an influencer, a 30% off sign. But if it's been hanging in your closet unworn for years, it's not fashion, it's fiction. Let go of the, maybe I'll wear it someday items. If you haven't by now, you won't. And that's okay. 18. Jewellery that's too flashy, too tangled, or too not you. That statement necklace from 2010? Still tangled. Still waiting for a party you never want to go to. Jewellery is supposed to be fun, not frustrating. If it's not something you'd wear today, it doesn't deserve space on your dresser. 19. Purses and bags that don't fit your life. That tiny clutch that barely fits your phone. The oversized tote that causes shoulder pain. We hold on to bags because of what they cost. But cost and value aren't the same. Keep what works for you now. The rest is baggage. Literally. 20. Accessories you always put on and immediately take off. That belt, that scarf, those shoes. Every time you try to wear them, something feels off. But you keep them, just in case. Here's a hint. If it's a maybe every time, it's actually a no. Let your wardrobe breathe. 21. Books you feel like you should read. You bought it with the best intentions. Maybe it was a bestseller, a classic, or just something that looked smart on the shelf. But if it's been there untouched for months or years, it's not helping you grow. It's making you feel behind. Keep the books that excite you. Donate the ones that feel like homework. 22. Decor that doesn't match your style anymore. It may have been trendy once, or maybe it was a gift, or it fit your old vibe. But if you walk past it every day and feel nothing, or worse, a little cringe, it's time to part ways. Your space should reflect who you are now, not who you were 5 apartments ago. 23. Empty picture frames waiting for the perfect photo. They've been sitting there for years. Still empty, still waiting. And deep down, you know that photo probably isn't coming. Either use them now, with real, imperfect memories, or let them go. Unused frames are dreams that never got printed. 24. Expired self-care products. That half-used face mask from 2018? The serum you meant to try? It's okay. You're not wasteful, you're human. But self-care isn't about hoarding options. It's about feeling good today. Let go of the crusty lotions and dried-up intentions. 25. The pressure to keep it all just in case. This is the real clutter, the invisible weight of what-ifs. What if I need it again? What if I regret letting it go? But here's the truth. Letting go isn't failure. It's freedom. It means trusting yourself to handle what comes without clinging to what's already past. This is your permission to stop carrying what you no longer need. Look around your home. Now imagine if every drawer opened easily, if every surface felt calm, if every room felt like a place to live, not to manage. That's what decluttering gives you. It's not about being neat for neatness' sake. It's about peace. Every item you just considered letting go of, it was never just stuff. It was a decision, a burden, a memory, a version of you that's quietly expired. Letting go isn't wasteful. It's wise. It's saying, I've changed. And that's allowed. And here's the real magic. Once you start, it gets easier. Because with every drawer you clear, you prove something powerful to yourself. You're not the clutter. You're the clarity. This isn't just about tidying up. It's about reclaiming space for the life you actually want. More ease, less noise, more intention, less maybe someday. So whether you let go of 5 things or all 25, you've already done something huge. You've chosen you over obligation. And that's where real transformation begins. You made it through the list. Maybe you nodded at every item. Maybe just a few hit home. Either way, you saw yourself in this. And that's the beginning of change. Decluttering isn't about perfection. It's about permission. Permission to release the things that don't reflect your life anymore, and to make space for the ones that do. You don't have to overhaul your whole home in one weekend. Start with a drawer, a shelf, a box. Start where the tension is loudest, and let peace move in. If this video helped you feel lighter, clearer, or even just seen, that's exactly why I made it. Because you deserve a home that feels like a support system, not a storage unit. And if you're ready to keep going, the next video is ready for you on the screen. But before you go, let us know in the comments which items from this list you'll be getting rid of ASAP. Don't forget to hit subscribe, tap the like button, and let's keep simplifying, together. This isn't about less for the sake of less. It's about more for the sake of you.